The people that you saw on the gym floor there are 2/3 of a team that are traveling to 30 stadiums in 30 days. Well, Billy's there too. That's Bailey. Bailey's the closest one. That's our guy.
Yeah, 2 teams.
The other 2 over there are 2/3 of a team that are traveling to 30 NFL stadiums in 30 days in the name of fundraising for St. Jude Children's Hospital. A man that I've just really got to learn about a little bit more over the last few days after hearing about doing this. A guy that I think we're all going to be massive fans of, and a man that we hope to help raise even more money.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Grossi. Okay,
thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for stopping by. Your schedule right now is bananas. So what day did you start this whole thing?
So this started on the 29th of May. So yeah, we started there. So we got a 2-day delay because then we got to go on the tours. We got to do all that stuff. And then we're also Johnny Barks. Shout out to Johnny Barks. Been crushing it with the editing.
Came in here shooting. I mean, I saw his ass walk in here, camera on. I had a camera on me as soon as you guys walked in here. I was like, all right, this dude is on it right now.
It's
a lot of hours of footage to have to edit down there. Vlog a day.
Yeah, it's a vlog a day every day in June. So yeah, and then ending in LA in the end of June. So it's dope, man.
What made you think of this idea? I saw the video. It was awesome. The introduction video of it all.
Appreciate you.
I thought you took good time. I got to learn about other things that you have done to raise money for. This seems to be a thing of yours that you do, which is making the world a better place. That's awesome. How did you think of this, and how has it gone thus far?
Dude, I mean, it's one of those things, like, it was a shower idea, like on Valentine's Day. Just, where all the good ideas come from. We're taking a shower. And I always wanted to, like, I have a character that I do just for skits or whatever for the Commanders. And I was like, man, it'd be really dope just to do something at FedEx Field. And I'm sitting there and I was like, well, what if I did all of them? And then I just did it in 30 days. So then it literally took 4 months of planning. So it was 2 months from there before I even made an announcement. And then we announced and I was like, all right, we're doing this. And we picked St. Jude, and that's who we got here. So, like, we got St. Jude here. So, driving us to Memphis because we'll be touring the campus tomorrow, which is going to be amazing, and meeting patient families. So, yeah, man, I came up with the idea and then just took months and months and months of planning, and we're almost halfway through. Yeah, well, you're crushing it. The link and the goal was $100,000, and we'll put the link out with every video that we put. 104,000. I believe this is a little bit lower than what it actually is at right now. 135,000 is what you told me a little bit ago. Congratulations. Let's go. Hell yeah, I appreciate you.
And we're going to keep going, and there's different milestones we're getting to, right? At 250,000, I heard you're doing something crazy.
Yeah, so 250, we're going to stay at a haunted hotel in New Orleans. So we already hit 100.
You taking Ambien or no Ambien?
Oh, boy.
Nothing.
No
I don't
Ambien.
even drink coffee, man.
No, this is what I did. I went and stayed at a haunted bed and breakfast in Florida. Okay, old school. This is when I was in the substance abuse program. Wasn't allowed to drink, so I had to figure out what people did for fun that weren't drunk. So I went and did all this stuff. I went, Bigfoot hunting. I went alligator stuff. I slept in the most haunted bed and breakfast in the South.
There you go.
So obviously, I'm no dummy. I took 2 Ambien on that thing.
Ooh.
Passed out, slept right through the night. Slept right through the night.
No footsteps, no nothing.
They told, what did you hear? You're the first person that has ever not got up or anything like that. And I was like, I didn't hear anything or whatever. And I got out of there. Who knows what happened? Don't do that, because I didn't get to experience it at all.
Oh, no, we're going to go like whole Blair Witch Project.
See, I couldn't do that, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Terrifying.
It would freak me out.
Honestly, we're just going to probably be working because it's about 15-hour days that we're working right now, just because we're traveling in the morning. Then we got fan events in the afternoon. Hopefully the stadium tours in the morning, depending if a team has gotten back to us or not. And then we do a bunch of footage, a bunch of editing to try to get the video out from 2 days prior, and then another fan event. Because everywhere
that's what I told you. I told you had to be exhausted at this point. Traveling is not easy. You're doing it every single day for 30 days.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just Johnny Barks and I on the road. That's it. So we're joined by St. Jude today because we're going down to Memphis. But yeah, Johnny Barks has been crushing it there, and then we got Tyler Herrick, who's been making shorts at home, and a guy Johnny Rockford for thumbnails, and then that's it. So it's literally just us two, just taking on the world at this point, and we've raised $135K, and I could not be happier about it. And it's this community, man. I mean, we've been doing it every year, every single time. Like, back when I started this thing in 2015, it was just a small-ass podcast that nobody listened to. And
everybody's podcast is the smallest
baby.
podcast.
I still remember my first one that got 100 views, and it was like a Rams interview, and I was like, oh, man, nothing's ever going to get better than this. This is dope as hell. And then what wound up happening is someone came on, and I was like, you make them plug. If you have a guest, you let them plug stuff. And a guy was like, I want to plug a service dog. So, it's a charity service dog for veterans, wounded vets. And I had no money at that point. So I was like, you know what? Here's $50. And I was like, if I ever get to a point where I can give back, I'm going to do it. And so now we do massive fundraisers. We raised $102,000 for various charities last year, including $62K and 9-hour streams. So we're doing that. And those are the lesser known charities, the ones that don't have the name. Yeah. And I just, scout the crap out of them, and they're needy. And we wanted to work with St. Jude because they just do great work.
Man, always wanted to be philanthropical, always wanted to give back. How do you think that is?
Yeah, man, I think it's a mix of two things. So I was a full-time teacher for 6 years. So I was teaching high school social studies and went through
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a time, man.
History.
I couldn't even, social studies?
Come on.
History's a mystery, baby. That's it. Yeah, but we did that for 6 years. And the podcast, literally the whole reason this started was because the NFC Championship game against Seattle. And I made a video like 2 days later. And like back in 2015, it went viral, which was like 60,000 like views. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. I think I made like $3 on it. And then I was like, all right, well, let's just do a podcast. And I just interviewed fans from opposing teams for years and just did that. And then started doing it on YouTube and just growing slowly and slowly. A Jordan Love reaction went viral. So like that helped a lot. And it just got to a point, and I was telling you right before we're off air, that the 2020 to 2021, I was doing both of these like hardcore full time. And so I was getting 3 hours of sleep every night for a full year. So like you're asking like, how am I doing this? I'm like, because I've done, so, like I wasn't happy or what have you, because it was during COVID. I didn't know what 90% of my kids looked like, because it was all virtual. So like this is a cakewalk.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to hear that because there's not a lot of people that'll be able to pull off what you're doing right now. Sleeping in hotels, I assume, motels,
A lot of
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey, listen, the St. Jude, I know that obviously a lot of people do incredible things for it because they're doing incredible things for people. So shout out to you guys, honestly, and families and everything like that. But this is one where you're fully committed to it. So I think we have massive respect for it.
Dude,
so thank you for working us into your schedule.
No, I appreciate you having us. Like, this is amazing. Yeah, I mean, like, we've already had a lot of bumps in the road. We missed our flight. It was a 5:09 flight. I was on around 90 minutes of sleep. We had to go to Boston, then to go down to Foxborough.
Nice.
So, like, we weren't going to make it. Like, the fan event was 1:30, and I was like, dude, like, we're renting a car. 6 a.m., we go there, we rent it, and I drove 6 hours and 48 minutes there, stopped once for gas, and this was after jumping through a table. Like,
You're peeing in bottles?
Not yet. We haven't peed in any bottles.
I saw that at
just
Buffalo.
yet.
You looked awesome.
Yeah, no,
Good thumbnail, you flying.
Dude, like, come on, man. We have to drop an elbow. They told me, like, they didn't tell me. I thought it was grass. I was just like, oh man, it's gonna be a little bruise, like no big deal. It's gravel. It was
Gravel's the worst.
gravel.
That's the worst.
Oh, it got in there. Oh yeah, no, we were bleeding the whole nines. But if you're gonna jump through a table, and you're gonna do it for charity, you gotta
get on
jump
gravel.
gravel. You just gotta go for it.
Yeah, especially if you're going to their stadiums. Okay, last question for me, and I know the boys probably have some, and I couldn't even fathom what AJ is wanting to ask about this entire thing. I'm excited for it, and I know you're a massive Packers fan, so I'm excited for you and Ty to kind of dive into it all. What has been the thing? So you take a tour at every single stadium. Has there been a story or something you learned at one of these stadiums that you've been to thus far that you were like, damn, they should either make that more known or more public, and you didn't know it?
Yeah, so there's a few things. I mean, there's just the things off the top of my head. So here's the thing. I'm just like a small YouTuber. Like, that's it, right? Like, we have
No, you're not, dude. The amount of people that tweeted us about you is huge.
We have an amazing
you have a great community, man.
Like, I've worked really, really hard to do that. Like, every single Friday, we do Friday night Q&As, and I've done that every single Friday since 2018. I streamed every playoff game, every single primetime game last year, because that's what it is. It's community. And you guys know your community loves you guys.
Wow,
right?
not all.
Not right now.
Yeah, they turned on us quick, Tom. They turned on us quick.
I think that comes from, I know that, listen, negativity sucks on the internet, but I think it comes down to, like, there's a lot of love for you guys. Like, you guys built something from absolutely nothing, and people are afraid that that's going to change, and they love you so much, and they don't want to see that go away.
It's very cool of you to explain it that way,
man.
and you did the same exact thing, though. You need to know that. Thank you for the compliment.
I appreciate
But you
it.
got a big community, pal.
Dude,
you got a lot of motherfuckers behind you. 135 grand, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
that's not easy to do, man.
And that's the thing.
$50 donation you said you were doing. Now you got $135,000 in how many fucking days? 29th to the 12th, 13 days?
Yeah.
You should be proud, buddy. You're kicking ass.
It's amazing. Like, it's just a shout out to this community and how great they are. But to answer your question, so I reached out to every single team, and not all of them got back to me. So
That's awesome. Who?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, like,
'cause we got some beef with some teams.
I mean,
too.
you could go watch like some of them that we've already not been able to go to some teams, and like there's some ahead of us that like they just haven't gotten back to me. Like, listen, it's all good. Like, I'm an outsider.
Happens,
They don't know who I am. It's all good. So we're gonna make the content when we get there.
You're raising money for St. Jude. You're trying to market their stadium.
Yeah.
Good business says.
Keeping the
Right.
NFL in the conversation.
Listen, there's been some great teams like the Pats, the Ravens, the
course.
Steelers, Cincy, Indy today.
Indy,
Like,
great team.
they
Yes.
were phenomenal. There you
Pick
go.
number 4 this year. I was
So,
starting to worry.
to answer your question about the best,
All of our
like,
teams were great.
That's
it,
right.
baby.
No big deal.
Yeah. Almost all the AFC North teams. Almost.
Who
Lions.
was it?
What
There's
deal,
one who
Dan?
didn't let us in.
The Browns, they
yeah, they
fucking
didn't let us
stink.
in. But so,
NFC North. You said
despite
AFC.
that, though, I instead bought a ticket to Monster Jam because it was $25, and I did a stadium tour while people were watching monster trucks. So I just did it myself, man.
That's awesome. How was
it.
Gravedigger? Was he?
Dude, it was amazing. He flipped over at the end, so he didn't wind up.
No, that's a winner. I thought that's what his goal was.
No, he flipped he couldn't get up, and I was the crowd was.
Oh,
sad,
was it
but,
running or was upside down
exactly like a turtle?
corgi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Turtle.
So when we were in Lambeau, our
one
tour
corgi.
guide Tom, who's been there like forever, his dad was at the first ever Packers game at 11 years old. Gets hit in the back with a football. This guy runs up to him. He's like, "Hey, kid, get out of there," because there's no stadium. And it was Curly Lambeau who threw the ball and hit him.
Wow.
So like this guy, like he literally has taken a bunch of his collector stuff and put it in the halls of Lambeau because it's all just retired guys who are like in the area. And so, like I never knew that, and obviously that story. But dude, there's been so many. The Steelers, for example, we were there. The boss's son's wedding, so that was pretty cool. We didn't go to the wedding because like that the commission was getting flying after that and all that. But no, dude, like there's been so many.
Who told you it was
cool
happening?
things.
Somebody at the Steelers?
Yeah, we were there the day.
That
of
was
the
an
wedding.
invite. You should have poked your head in there.
Yeah, just poked up. Just like show up like
Rooney's
this.
a
And
great
just like,
guy.
hey,
Yeah, people do that.
We got the blue team.
People
Yeah,
do
all
do
the
that.
time.
People do that in Pittsburgh way.
Dude, by the way, so I had never been to Pittsburgh, so holy crap, what a beautiful city.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it is a beautiful city.
Oh,
like I
yeah.
cannot wait to go back there.
Oh,
Like it's
yeah.
amazing. So no, it was a phenomenal time. Dude, it's just like it's so crazy, just like the things that like the little stories that go. Like, for example, the Ravens, they have, if you look out a certain window, they have it like set up as piano keys because it used to be an old piano factory. And that's like where the stadium was built. There's so many little Easter eggs amongst these stadiums. And it's just
How
like,
much are these
something-
tours? Do you know? Have you?
So
most
that-
have not charged you.
So, oh no, I pay for a bunch of them. Yeah, like I booked.
that money
ahead of
could go to
time.
St. Jude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
Not
Yeah,
our
we
teams,
did.
though. Not our
So-
teams, though.
Yeah, you're
Just
right.
to-
Right. You're right. You're
real-
right. You're right.
So that's the thing too, because people are like, "Oh, the NFL's helping you out." So I held off on buying a house this year and putting it down instead to do this because like I wanted to do this instead. So no, like this is all coming from me. It's all self-funded, like paying for Johnny and all that. And I'm happy to do it.
Tom.
Yeah.
I love that. I do. The commitment is fucking awesome. Okay. And I put all my money into this business as well. Almost went completely broke even after having a ridiculous overpaying job in the NFL. You are doing the NFL a favor here. They should be able to pay for these fucking tours. How much are the tours?
I mean, it depends. So, for example, like a team that won't be named, like wanted to charge me like $400 for it.
$400?
There's some that are, like,
Washington.
no, they didn't
Sons
even
of
answer my
bitches.
emails. But
What are those? Those are full tours? Like, what is
Dude,
there
no,
levels
they're
to
like
these tours?
no, there's like a normal tour. They were just like, hey, yeah, and I was like, it's just two people. Like we're doing it for St. Jude. They're like, yeah, it's like $400. So like it is what it is. Like I get it.
Lord.
So like we do, like I do whatever I can, and I had a budget, basically a down payment of a house, and we're trying to stick within that, within reason. So yeah, I mean, some of the teams have been amazing, and we'd be able to go for
All right,
three.
so this is our donation. We'd like to donate all of the tour prices to you. That's what we'd like to donate.
Here we go.
Appreciate you.
So that money can go to somewhere else. Jude, St. Jude.
See what you're saying, Jude. I appreciate you guys.
No problem. That would be. I would like that to be our donation.
Okay.
Shouldn't have to do this.
Shouldn't at all.
Hey, NFL, Raj, we shouldn't have to do this.
This is a painful situation.
Listen,
Now,
if
great,
you're-
they're all individual businesses being run by individuals, and I assume that the people that actually make decisions in some places have not even heard about this particular situation, but those people need to run this up the chain.
Come on.
$135,000 already raised in 13 days.
Great cause.
Yeah, man. Like we're rocking, and again, like I get it. Like they don't know me, they don't have to like. So for example,
They
the
do
Bengals.
know you. They've seen you on the internet.
The Bengals literally said, like, we didn't know who you were. All we saw was, like, the dropping elbow. Like, so, for example, St. Jude had no idea I was doing this. So, like, I just call it chaotic good. Like, we usually just raise a bunch of money for charity, and I just never tell them. I reach out, like, a month and a half later when they get the money. I'm like, hey, just making sure you got it.
That's awesome.
So they reached out to me, and they're like, who are you and what are you doing? And I was just like, we're jumping through tables, man. Like, that's it. Like, we're just having a good time.
AJ
So-
has a question for you, Tom.
AJ.
Tom, what's up? I believe you're going to be in front of the Peyton Manning statue tonight at 5:30 for a fan meetup. If I saw on your Twitter correctly, what can fans expect? I guess when they show up, what are you going to do?
So that's been the thing. The first day that we were there, we were walking to Green Bay. It was Tuesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. I was like, how many people are going to show up to this thing? Because like I'll get recognized in Green Bay every now and then. I'm out of New York, so very rarely. So like maybe 12, something like that. And there was about 50 people there.
There you go. Hey, here we
And
go.
I
Here
was
we go.
just
Here
like,
we
that
go.
was
Here we go.
amazing.
11 o'clock on what day?
It was on Tuesday, 11 o'clock in the morning.
That's not easy.
No, so
People working jobs,
Yep.
other stuff.
Buffalo was a game changer because there was over 150 people. The news was there. We had drones, like people like
Let's
came out
go, dude.
and like to jump through a table. And they like yesterday, I'm pretty sure in Cincy we had like 150 to 175. And I show up to the fan events, and it's just like a community of football. It's a whole bunch of different fans. It's locals. And like, I don't leave until everybody gets a signature or a picture, whatever they came out for, because people are flying out for this, they're driving out for this, and I feel like it's my responsibility, you know, to give them the best time possible.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're an incredible.
So that's what we'll
human.
be doing. Like, we'll be hanging out until that, and then we're gonna be driving 7 hours tonight to go to Memphis. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are based in Memphis? I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
What a city.
What a city.
Great city.
What a city.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Have you been to Memphis before?
Dude, I haven't been to like 24 of these cities. Like, so it's just an awesome experience for me.
Are you going to enjoy them at all, or is it in and out?
I am. No, like, because we stay there like a good like 12, 18 hours, depending on, you know, what we're doing. Like, I've taken Ubers at 12:30 in the morning to get to Baltimore. So, you know, we try, and it's kind of like a bucket list thing where I'm like, okay, like, I want to go back to Pittsburgh. I want to go back to Cincinnati. Detroit had the time of my life. And I think that that's been the best part.
So you're the one.
Amount of people who are like, hey, like, be careful of this city, you know, be careful of this city. You're going to have a bad time here. And we just rock it there.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, listen, there's some tough cities. Baltimore's a tough ass city, but there's some amazing people there, and they're so passionate. We packed out Jimmy's Seafood. Like, we packed it
I saw
out.
the photos, yeah.
Dude, and it was amazing. They're a big wrestling town, too. So,
yeah.
They were going wild. So,
Yeah, I heard you're an Adam Cole guy.
I mean,
Is that not like
that's
the
not-
worst decision you made?
I
You
mean,
sound like such a good guy. Raising money, hustling, grinding,
all I'm
teacher
saying-
and
That
YouTuber
guy
at the
Cole's
same
Cole's a nice
time.
guy, though. We know that.
listen,
What's that?
He's a
What did you
rat
say?
fuck.
Guy.
What
He's
you
a very
saying,
nice
Jay?
guy. Adam Cole was a very nice guy. I understand.
No, he's not.
You're a
He gave
dipshit.
Ty colitis.
Boom.
He did.
how you
How
recovering?
did you do
Good?
that?
Almost killed him.
I'm still battling.
Yeah, I
but
get you.
you know,
Couple
It's a
years
fight,
later.
man.
Yeah,
It's a fight.
exactly.
Baby. You know, it's just, listen, I respect him a lot. It's good stuff.
Him and MJF should be electrifying.
Oh yeah, dude, it'll be great. Dude, that's the thing. I'm so out of it. Like, people, the smoke followed us for 3 days because we were in New York, then we were in Philly, then we were in Baltimore.
Couldn't see the sky. You're
Like,
AQI.
dude,
You okay? You were breathing?
I ran the Rocky steps in it because
How
I
did
was like,
it
well,
start?
listen, if I'm here, I'm running the Rocky steps. I don't care. We ripped off the mask and we ran. So yeah, at the end of the day,
Did you
yeah.
put AQI up there? Did you put the AQI meter whenever you run up those stairs on the video?
Hell no, we just ran them.
Dude, we should remember that because they were telling people, do not breathe.
Stay
Oh yeah, no,
alive.
I know.
And you're running the steps like
So I didn't want to bring people out because we want to keep people safe. So we did like one in the
Smart.
morning before it was like too terrible, and then we just canceled the one at night just because we weren't able to do it. But yeah, man, we're trying to rock, and it's just showing the best of like the fan bases, the teams, the cities, and everywhere that we're going. Like, it's all just trying to do chaotic good and like spread positivity, man.
That's a hell of a word there. Chaotic good. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Tom, when you go to, I don't know how many of the NFC North cities you've been to yet, but everyone, so you've been to all of them.
Yep.
Everyone knows you're a big Packers fan.
Yeah.
Have things got a little, you know, has there been animosity there? Like, have been people kind of shitting on you because you're a Packers fan? Because you pull no punches when it comes to, you know, ripping on the Vikings and the Bears.
Yeah.
Lions are, you know, I mean, this year maybe they'll be good, but they've been and also ran for about 50 years, so no one really cares.
Your video about them sports gambling was good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but
enjoyed that,
have people showed up to these fan events like almost, you know, like not tongue in cheek, like where you think, oh, someone's
listen,
gonna throw on me?
They're a bunch of smart asses, right? Like, I've signed Anthony Barr jerseys, you know, like we had to go through that, but I also was like doing protests to save the birds outside the Viking Stadium. So it's all it's out of love, man, because it's just, they're all part of the community. And just to experience it in person, as you guys know, right? Like, online is a completely different beast, right? You can log off and then it's kind of quiet, right? But when you see it in person and people are out there, and I disassociate a lot from that. I'm like, oh, they're here to rep the team. They're here to like rep the city. And they're like chanting Grossi. And I'm like, this is weird,
Look at
man.
you, man.
I'm like, this
Teacher.
is so weird. Yeah,
at you.
teaching. That's it.
Were you a teacher and then a comedian as well, or you just say comedy because you want people to know that this
No.
is meant to be funny?
I started up doing improv in college. I actually almost was able to be a cast member on SNL, but I turned it down to go teach. And then did stand up like the week that Robin Williams passed away, and was just like, let me just try that. Did an album, and yeah, like I still dabble in every now and then, but then I just sunk all my time and energy into this.
Good for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank
Tone
you.
has a question for you.
You been to a Wawa or Sheets?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're not going to be to a Sheets, I don't think.
No.
It's already out of
What's the
there.
nicest airport you've been through?
Dude, we've gotten lost at a lot of airports, like a lot of airports. You know what though? Like, I shout out to the Detroit airport. I just know it really well, but I love that airport, man.
Good airport.
It's like so clean. It's so easy to get. They got the Sky Train or whatever. I
tripping
do
balls.
love that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Walk
It-
through that moving sidewalk.
It's so funny because like Green Bay, like Austin Struble is like this big, right? They got like 6 flights going out of it, and that's it. Like,
Indy, yeah.
We're gonna go to like Atlanta, and it's gonna be
Shit
insane.
show.
So yeah, man, like there's
It's
been some really
amazing
nice
that you
airports.
said you missed that 509 flight or whatever after 90 minutes of sleep. It's amazing you haven't missed more flights with the way travel is.
Yes.
Especially now.
We missed
Not reliable, right?
No,
At all.
Allegedly.
No,
I don't know
it's-
if it is or not.
No, it's not great because that's the thing. Like we even from Pittsburgh to Cincy, we had to like go over to Detroit in order to come back here. And I'm just like crossing my fingers because like if there's one thing that goes wrong, like we're screwed.
Yeah.
Like I planned this for 4 months, but if one flight gets missed or one thing, like we could be completely
Yeah,
gone.
you're not buying a house right now because you planned this.
Correct. Yeah. No,
Yeah, so
instead
we
of the down
need-
payment. Yeah.
Now you're putting it down on, well,
flights and travel and food. Yeah.
oh, so back end, we got a little bit more to deal. Still got the house?
No. Like I legit like I said I'm not getting a house to do this, like to fund this.
Did you
instead.
Zillow? You had a house? You looked
Like
at a
so, I
house?
have a realtor because I like trying to move to Wisconsin, and then just like hey, we got to hold off because
Hey,
it
sorry,
ain't gonna happen.
AJ
So-
has a house there. You go get.
Yeah, AJ still lives there.
Yeah.
Aaron's got a house there too.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'll just hop
extra
on
one.
over.
How about
By, by Aaron's old house.
Yeah, maybe and go to the country club that he goes to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go. You're just getting free tickets. It's
How about
fine.
Aaron coming to New York City now? That's good. Your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. He's in Jersey too. That was the one place we could not go at all because Ed Sheeran was in town. So they were like, you can't even film on the property because they're set. It was like all production. So I filmed on the side of a highway.
That's our fault on this.
No, it's all good, dude. So I filmed on the side of a highway to make sure that I still like went.
The MetLife?
Yeah.
We had a mishap there at the MetLife.
I've been there a bunch of times, but yeah.
We took the top off an RV there. And
Sorry about it.
By we, I mean Zeke was told to go in a general direction and then didn't know the clearance. And we just
hit the nose going into that.
Yeah.
an overhang outside of MetLife Stadium. Took the top all the way off.
Thought
that
we could
thing.
make it through after hitting it.
That's-
$45,000 in damage to that RV. Had to drive it all the way back to Indianapolis through a rainstorm with no roof.
Yeah,
Just
nothing.
garbage bags on the top.
So not only was the top ruined, the inside was also ruined with
Yeah.
water damage. So that was a little twofer there. MetLife.
Great airflow in there on the way back, though.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're right with the
Yeah,
rain.
exactly.
Lady we rented it from, her only request was just don't make it too dirty in here.
Yeah, because she had to take her family the week afterwards.
Yeah,
So it wasn't just too dirty, lady. It was completely tough.
Yeah.
It got the dirt out though. I mean, like it just sucked it
Yeah,
right
you're
out.
right.
So,
Didn't even
it
think
worked
about
out.
that.
Yeah, it just works out.
Never got to thank you either.
No.
No, she a lot of tears though.
Yeah, she was not happy. I mean, she's very sad, devastated. But hey, sometimes you got to take the roof off at the MetLife. Now, Tom.
Yeah.
Next is the fan event at 5:30.
Yeah,
So you already did the Indianapolis Colts tour.
I did.
Okay, then you're off to Memphis.
Yeah.
And then what?
To Nashville, we're hopping over. So like we're literally
D
going
Hop might
there.
be there. You gonna go? You gonna try to find D Hop?
Yeah, we'll say hi. We'll stop in and say hello. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, there's been some teams that have just been so fantastic, and then the ones that haven't even responded, like, it's all good. Like, we hold nothing about it. Like, we're still gonna make your cities and people look great because they are. So, like, we're just showing
Hell
the best
yeah.
of every single one. So, if we can hop on a stadium tour, that's cool. The Steelers were the first team to donate to St. Jude. They donated $1,000, which was
Wow.
freaking awesome. It was amazing to have them.
How much
So-
they charge you for the tour then?
Nothing. That one was free. So we were.
Wow.
Yeah, we were.
Wow.
It's
We were.
first class.
We were good. I will say
They
that-
got it like $1,400.
They get it.
I will say that there were a lot of teams that were very quiet and didn't respond for a few months, and then we started raising money, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, man?" So
Back then they didn't like me. Now I'm hot.
Yeah,
they all want me.
listen, it's all for kids,
you and
man.
Mike Jones, bro. That's unbelievable. That's the
it.
world. We'll put the link out. We would like to donate. I don't know what we will. We'll kind of watch it through this entirety. See where it's at. Because if you get 250,000, you're doing a haunted thing down in Louisiana. 500,000, you're doing what?
we're eating the hottest thing in KC. That's where they make Da Bomb, that hot sauce from Hot Ones. So yeah, that'll hurt.
And then 750, you're.
Jumping off a hotel building. It's 800 feet high. Sky jump in Vegas, and then $1 million will be a tattoo if we get it. So
Tattoo, where at? What do we.
So I was just gonna I
AJ, would you like to brainstorm a little bit about this tattoo? Have you heard he's got.
I mean, I got a lot of questions, but is Chris Angel, are you going to team up with him when you get to Vegas?
Yeah, right. We'll just like hover over some things. Yeah, I mean, listen,
sweet.
it's going to be crazy. Even the fact that we hit $100,000, like I'm just so grateful for this community, man. Like it's just a lot of hard work, and you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can to put out the best things that we
Yeah,
can.
but
to raise
could you
money.
fucking fathom you raised $750,000 with this?
No, like I mean, again,
That'd be amazing. And then
you-
you're
So
jumping
cool.
out of a fucking building because of it?
Chris Angel putting, Johnny's legs on your legs, maybe.
Yeah, slicing and dicing and then
Yeah.
jumping. Yeah, taking his legs, put them on your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
His legs are running you off.
Yep.
And then you're jumping and dangling out there. That's Chris Angel night in Vegas.
Boom.
$750,000 going to a great cause as well. I mean, let's go, dude.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're doing a great job.
I appreciate you guys, and thank you for having me. Like this is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you taking the time.
No, thank you, bro. We appreciate the hell out of you. Enjoy the rest of your journeys. Safe travels, obviously. Hope everything goes copacetically too with every team. Yeah. They should be paying for that.
They should.
I
That's
think
ridiculous.
hopefully maybe after this, maybe some teams will reach out who haven't yet. And again, like it's just opened the door. Like we're here to like film. We're here to make it look great. And That's it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, as soon as you open the door, will film.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
Johnny Bucks, man. He's been crushing it.
As soon as I saw him come through that door, he had the camera on there.
yeah.
It was
Go.
like,
Face rolling.
it was ready to go.
Real quick, I mean, just before we head out, I apologize.
No,
so,
take your time, bro.
when we
Totally.
get there too, so when we have time, we've been doing 2 fan events because we're trying to support local businesses when we're there and doing the fan events there. So, like, whether we were in Buffalo, they raised over $1,100. That's going to help the community. We packed out a place in Detroit with 40 people, which was amazing. They were there for 40 years, and so that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah,
Like,
Baltimore, you're at Jimmy's.
yeah, so we're bringing out creators too, like in this space. Like Raven came out; he's a huge Ravens fan, so got him out there, so he got to go on the tour and kind of experience it and like go through the locker and stuff, because that's what it's about, right? Like we're all fans of this game that we love, and so like we're gonna be collaborating with other creators in the space and everything like that. So like the Brandon Pernas of the world, the RBTs, the Brett Colemans, like we're gonna do all of these guys that just like fly out and just like make
So you're
it
going
work.
West right now? Because Perna right Denver, right?
Dude, him and I have been friends since 2015, and we've never met. Like, we do a show together, and we've never met because something has gone wrong. So, yeah.
And you guys are going left right now from here? So that's
So we're going down, and then, like, we're going to the south, and then we're going over.
All right,
so
dude.
It's going to be amazing, man.
Enjoy the hell out of it, man.
Appreciate you.
You're doing good work.
Oh yeah.
We
You should
try,
be
man.
proud of yourself, dude. You made the right decision whenever you said, I'm going to teach and I'm not going to sleep because I'm going to make content.
Yeah.
And now look at you, man. It's cool.
That's it. We're trying, man. And just trying to do some good.
Keep inspiring us, bro. Keep
Yeah.
going. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Grossi.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, let's get to a break. On the other side, we have massive NFL breaking news.
Here we go.
Huge.
AJ, you hear this?
Can't wait. You've been teasing it for an hour and a half.
That's right.
I don't do a lot of teasing either, do I?
No.
You don't. You definitely got probed in that haunted hotel, though, by the way. That's why you were such a deep sleeper. Yes, I can't wait to hear what the news is after the break.
No. I was having Ambien dreams. That's how I know I was on Ambien.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't get probed.
Couldn't feel a
Nobody
thing.
did anything
Couldn't
to my
feel a
mouth.
thing, could you? Couldn't feel a thing.
Nope.
No, they didn't know. Your mouth was second. Your mouth was second.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
What is
Hawker.
wrong with you?
Relax.
This ain't a movie, bro. This ain't a fucking movie. This is my life. Okay? Okay?
I know. Your life is a movie. You say that all the time.
No ghost was doing me
Jeez
Yeah.
in any bed and breakfast.
He was just fishing for information. That's all.
Get to a break, please.
Good Lord.
You're a pig.
Get your head out of the gutter.
What if it was some super horny, creepy ghost?
It's possible.
That would be. That's such a shame. That
In Florida too. Some
They just send you the
lunatics.
They send you the GoPro footage like 9 years later.
I'm
Hey,
deleting
Pat, this is what happened.
immediately. I'm deleting immediately because in my head, I had some great dreams.
Never saw it.
Woke up next morning, they had some great eggs in the basement,
Oh, yeah.
and I got out of there. Boom.
Simple as that.
Great time.
I did it.
How were you walking? Were you sore?
You're a pig. Let's get to a break.